What do we have here? We got a new year and a giveaway knife. This is the giveaway knife right here. I got a bunch of other shit laying around here that I was messing with. And we got the sharpener that goes with it. Yeah, it's a little dusty. Haven't used it in probably, I don't know, 2 years, something like that. So you get the Lansky honing oil, and you get the, this is like, I think I used this one and maybe one or two of the other ones a couple of times, but man, they're pretty new. So that's what you get if I think you made the best post. And then I got a second place prize I wanted to do. Maybe even third? Nah, probably just second. I don't know. We're going to do something. But I had a bunch of other knives here I wanted to look at because that's what the channel's about. It's cool pocket knives and especially budget knives, you know, and that's this one here. It's a budget titanium knife. It's supposedly 14C28N. I'm not guaranteeing that's what it is, but that's what it says it is. It's supposedly, you know, decent steel. You know, it feels like it's sharp. I don't know. It's got pretty decent action. Boy, I might need to touch up that. When I shorten this flipper tab, I might need to touch up just the corners. They feel just a tiny bit sharp. I'll probably do that before we ship it out. So, budget knives, that's what it's about. That's what the channel's about. It's not about these super expensive knives. Oh, these are cool. This is a Reich, so it's like a 902 or something. Yeah, right there, 902. They're like $300 knives, and even more. Some are a lot more. But I like budget stuff, man. I like stuff that's not super expensive. You might think, you know, well, a Spyderco, it's pretty expensive. But I got this thing used fairly cheap. All right, and then I got these scales on eBay. I think they were like 30 bucks. So maybe I have 110 bucks into it or something like that. What does a brand new one cost? 130 for the cheap PM2? I don't know. So it's not really a budget, but it's kind of like the budget version of a fairly expensive knife. I think this thing was like 10 bucks for the little carbon fiber clip. So it's kind of, you know, not homemade, but anyone can do it kind of modded. Just buy these aluminum frag scales on eBay and put the extra $10 clip on it, although I had to sand the edges a little bit sharp on the edges. And you have, you know, kind of a fancy looking knife that, you know, sometimes in this configuration might cost $250, something like that, you know. So it is a budget version of a PM2 that's kind of fancy. Maybe I'm overselling that. This guy is a Kaiser Critical. I got a pretty good deal on this one. I think I got a trade. Maybe I just bought it. I don't remember. I think we're going to put a thumb hole right about here. How's that going to be? Is that going to be cool? So, it's not quite a budget knife. You can't get it for under 50 typically, unless you just get really lucky. But under 100 for sure. But still, not quite a budget knife. This guy. This is a quartermaster. It's going to get some blade work done. Maybe chop this top down a little bit. Put a couple holes here. Maybe for fun. Redo this grind. Bring it up a little bit. We're going to do something cool with it. But also not quite a budget knife. But man, I got a lot of budget knives here. This thing, I don't know, it's like 15 bucks. Pretty neat little Gerber. Not terrible. You know, some Gerbers I'm not a big fan of. This guy, he's pretty fun. Blade is, I think it's 8CR, something like that. Not terrible. You know, need to sharpen it after you use it a few times, but it's definitely fun. Got a pretty neat pattern on the scales. The lock is accessible. It's flippable, even though it's just nylon washers. Pretty neat. Okay, this one's not really a budget either. It is titanium and S90V, which is pretty high-end steel. But CJRB has the steel version with their really nice 9CR. It's not called 9CR. It's ARPM9? Whatever the hell it is. They're cheaper steel, but it's good steel. And I bet the steel one has a cooler sound. This one sounds okay, but it's a little quiet. I bet the steel one's clankier and nice if you like that kind of thing. I do. I'm going to get one of the steel ones, probably in black with this frag. Like 69 bucks, 59 bucks, I forget. I think it's 69, which is a little high for the materials, but it's a really cool, big, beefy knife that's really well made. And the button has a really good detent on it, which is unusual. A lot of times detents are weak. Anyway, so we'll get that guy out of the way. And we're mostly looking at budgets here. But let's take a break from this, and we'll read some of the comments on the knife giveaway video and see who is the one who's going to get it. Oh my God, let's read these comments and give away a knife and a sharpener and another knife. And maybe, I don't know, maybe even a third knife. Who knows? Because there's some good comments here. Let's check them out. This is a little edit in here, and I just wanted to say that I might skip over a few of these comments, but I read them all carefully, and lovingly. And I'm going to have to skip a few, I think, in the when I mix it down, because when I read through them all and was talking about them and talking and giving some details and stuff, it ended up being 25 minutes long. And then I got to figure out the winner too. It's going to make like an hour-long video, and that's just a little bit ridiculous, and nobody wants to hear all that shit. So if you got skipped in your comment, that doesn't mean I didn't read it and I didn't like it. We got Proy Billy. Still doing great, man. Keep it up. One video I like is the Tucson. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Tucson 366 was nice. Like one of those straight handled, straight bladed, almost like a fat stiletto kind of, I think. And it had nice, really nice, pretty micarta inlays in the handle. And when I picked it up, after messing with it a little bit, one of the inlays just fell out. So I was like, man, Tucson, you got to do better. That's not cool. Beans Blades. Enjoyed the video where you tell you're going to give away a dope-ass knife. Yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah. Like this one, basically. I love the way the Anderson came out. Also, the way you cut down the flipper tab. Whoopsie. Oh, yeah. My favorite video. I'm sorry to say it was the blooper reel. Hey, I love the blooper reel. It was fun as shit to do. You had me rolling with the Dukes of Hazzard style narration. Yeah, thank you. It was damn fun to make. Yeah, I'm glad. I don't remember if I mentioned the Dukes of Hazzard, but that was definitely what was in mind. It was that dude who used to narrate for them. Them old Duke boys was in trouble again. You know, that guy. Thank you for, who's this? IUS 65 something. Thank you for the generous opportunity. Good luck, everyone. I really need a sharpener. Nice work. Thank you for the instructional videos. Oh, that's so nice. You're welcome, man. Yeah, that's just really nice. Sergio here says, I'd say I really enjoyed the video you did about the two generic knives, Amazon knives, and the frickin' drunk. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So our neighbors, if you want to watch that one, it was not that far back. Our neighbors were doing like karaoke. They were like singing out to the neighborhood, and I don't think they really realized how loud it was, but it was fun, and we were singing along a little bit. Like I said, my family, we actually went outside and sang a couple of songs along with them, and they were all clapping and going crazy. It was fun. Let's see, my favorite has to be the QSP Penguin customized video. So informative, inspired me to customize my own knives. I'm sure I said something like, that's awesome. That's kind of what I want to do is, get people to do their own mods. Yeah. B for Baron. I'm going with the knife shop visit. Dude, you ran around that place like a little kid in a candy. Well, yeah, any knife store, man. That poor boy couldn't keep up with you for a second. You talked 100 miles an hour, too. I didn't think I was talking that fast. Jeez. It's cool that you still get excited, and it shows that you're very compassionate about what you do. Well, I like knives, so, it's not that hard. Guess when you see, thank you for being you. Let's see, what did I say? I don't remember. Was that Old Town Cutlery? Yeah. What do we got here? We got JT. I enjoyed the CJRB Frac Part 1 and Part 2. I thought the Harpoon mod was neat. I really liked the Cancept Aceptor Anno video too. Oh, that's very nice. Definitely a knife on my wish list. Your work inspires me to try modding. That's very good. We got 4 things here. Yeah, that's what I want. More people modding knives so I look less like a poor person putting a Mercedes logo on my Honda when I do it. Very nice. I did a jimping to the... Oh, okay. So this guy did a mod on his Bark River knife. Happy holidays. I really love the Kaiser brand. But if I had to choose one, it gotta be Kaiser Assassin because those lovely titanium handles. Nice steel, and it looks gorgeous in your review about it. Oh, that's good. Also, the size is perfect for EDC. It really is. The Assassin is really nice. Very beautiful knife. I'm going to have to attempt something like this when I can. That's from user OL8NC8UW5Z 7 days ago. Oh, man, I don't have a specific favorite video, but I love how obviously into knives you are. It's refreshing to see someone show off things like Tucson's and lesser-known brands rather than just whatever shit they were sent for free. And I don't think I said this in a reply, but B-, I wish someone would send me some shit for free. I'd probably be generous in my, in my description of it, in my reviewing of it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If the thing sucks, I'm not going to lie, but no one send me shit, man. I mean, a couple people have sent me things over the years, but literally just a few. So it's not like I get free stuff every day because I have I don't even know what it is, like 750 subscribers. That's not going to get you free shit from big knife brands, So you need like 100,000 subscribers or more probably to start getting free shit rolling in. So, if you get your buddies to join and I get enough people, then maybe I'll get some free shit and then I can say it sucks if it sucks. Oops. I really enjoyed the video you did where you bought some cheap Amazon knives as gifts, and you were like, nope, this is... Okay, yeah. Those, they said they were access locks, but they were not access locks. There was some kind of weird lock that I probably would have taken apart and seen how it works if I hadn't returned it, but I actually returned it because it was just unsafe and weird. HD Felties. HD Felties has been in the comments and giveaways before, for sure. I love the Ano job. One of my favorite videos was the Tucson TS376 blade change, or the frac harpoon video. Yeah, the frac was nice. I love that knife, man. Sean Thomas. Oh, Sean Thomas. Yeah, I think he's been in the comments before too. Okay, so how you spruced up this is beautiful. Episode I liked. I think I was first ended up here for the Gonzo. Okay, that was another giveaway. Yeah. The Gonzo versus Ontario Rat. Oh, maybe that wasn't a giveaway. I don't know. I'm mostly a budget guy and love the best bang for the buck. And I was wondering, okay. And the ones on the Walmart knives with Swiss Tech. Maybe not the coolest episode, but definitely ones I appreciate. Okay, that's cool, man. All right. Sean McDonald. Okay. Splitting Bullets, October of 22. Last year. Who among us hasn't done something that was nuts? But that was nuts. Hats off to you. Thank you, man. It was fun. I love doing firearm shit too. Let's see. Dane, and man, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try. Danig Avrilowski. I think I did it. Danig Avrilowski. I actually like modding my knives, so I would say the video modding the Kumu S-Tau would be my favorite, and the Warney is always better than a sheep's foot blade. And I think I agreed with that, basically. Man, that's a bold statement. Warney always better? No lies detected. Now this one. This is a comment from a person that I have definitely heard from before. Pick me, top fan. I love every single video. I really like the one where your kids interrupt your videography. Also like every video taken at the Iowa Knife Museum. That security guard is hilarious. I really want the knife sharpening kit because all of my kitchen knives, with the exception of one, are total shit. That's nice. Which is super odd because my husband really loves knives and sharpening them and modding them and sometimes even creating them out of pry bars. So, unknown female superfan, sorry, but I can't give a sharpener kit to you if your husband already sharpens knives. That will insult his masculinity. Just wait till he sharpens those kitchen knives. He'll get around to it. So, really love that comment. That was good. Have to be the one splitting bullets. Another splitting bullet vote for the best episode. So that might be the... if this is a contest for the best episode, that might be the winner. Filipsalapa has definitely commented before on giveaways and just in general. I had to think for a while on where to cherry pick the video since there are so many. I laughed my ass off. Ooh, a long one. Laughed my ass off. But off the top of my head, I would have to say, yes, Dylan's story. Dylan was the best. If you have not watched that video, go back and watch it. It's really, really good. I saw a comment from a woman and she was on a knife forum, or maybe page on Facebook, and she was describing how her son had cut himself really bad, and thought that he had cut his dick off. And so I had to talk to her and see if she'd do a little interview on my channel, and she did. So that was fun. So go back and check that out. It was pretty hilarious. Long story short, he did not cut his dick off or do any serious damage to himself. So that's why it's kind of hilarious that he thought he had, maybe. And that's kind of the funny part. So thanks a lot for this great post, filipsalapa. And bringing that up makes you in the running for sure. Let's see. Oh, wait, Mustang unboxing the canoe. I don't know what the canoe is. It's some kind of... Oh, maybe it was a Cancoo? Yeah, shit, I don't remember. I'd have to look that up. I don't know. Then he says he called his wife and they laughed their asses off on while they were on their cannabis-infused high. What did I say? Oh, best way to watch my videos. Yes, that's probably right. Now, Dwayne Letterman. He said, I answered him after this, and I said that I thought he'd won, a couple of times before, because his posts are always excellent. It's almost unfair because he's freaking great at writing, I guess. Good grief, dude. Haven't you won multiple times before? Stop it. Hilarious. Only once, I think. In the running, a lot, though, and always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Everyone loves the Brandon, the Bastion you did, that bit you, but they can't have it. It's mine. Oh, he won that Bastion. Okay. He won the knife. It's called a Bastion, and I modded it up a lot. That was a lot of work. And I also had cut myself with it earlier in another video. Man, dude is so good. Let's read this. Let's see what he's got to say. How can this guy make such beautiful mods? Oh my God. Blade blunder bloopers and flying parts. Oh, the perils of a knife, dude. Nothing starts off a great video or a great knife vid better than a big build-up to a battery charger. That was from the blooper reel where I thought I had a knife in the box, and I opened it and it was a battery charger. It's official. Your next house should be next door to an ER. Who the hell tries to break a knife in half with their bare hands? Also, who knew grinders and sanding belts would make steel hot? Yeah, I didn't know that either. Durr. I think blade flinging and cussing should be an Olympic sport. Meet our new champion. I could probably be good at that. Let's talk blade deployment. More flinging, just saying. When you're good, you're good. Family, your daughter is awesome. That is true, she is. Both of them are, actually. She needs her own show. I talked to her about that. I told her she needs to have her own show. With that impeccable timing. Dad, she actually puked, and the toilet won't stop running. At just the right time. Killed me. Yep. When you said, oh my God, I seen for the first time someone cry, blow Pepsi out their nose, and crap their pants and pee a little all at the same time. Keep rocking. Prybar. So, Dwayne Letterman again with the great post. I don't know what to say. I don't know. We'll think about it, Dwayne Letterman. I don't see how he can't win something after all that. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is undoubtedly my favorite video of yours because I could win a knife. So here goes. My attempt at a witty poem for you. Oh, a nice poem. I love it. Santa's elves, with skills so precise, they anodize my dreams into titanium guise. Precise guise. I like it. Keenly sharpened by Lansky's grace. A knife that'll put the Grinch in his place. This knife, a gem so keen and fine. And for Christmas, I'd love for it to truly be mine. That's really good. Good job. El Cap Addict. Sometimes I wonder what these names mean. So El Cap, I feel like that's, I don't know what it is. Is it a brand of something, like a coffee brand or something? El Cap, I feel like, I don't know. Dude, I should ask him. Let's see. All right, I don't know if I've ever commented on one of these videos live before, but I'm going to ask him. Okay. What is El Cap and why are you addicted to it? Maybe we'll find out. All right. I don't think I've ever done that and posted a comment before while reading the comments. I'm currently rewatching the Micarta Melee video. I'm going to add micarta melee to my vocabulary of random nonsense I blurt out to annoy the wife. That is good. That knife came out looking amazing. My favorite video of yours is trading 26 knives for 3. I don't know if that's my favorite. I don't think it's probably not my favorite. I only have one of the 3 left, and it will get traded. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to trade that one. So I still have the Spyderco. It's in this video. The PM2. I kind of like it. It's growing on me. This is the first PM2 that I think I might keep for a while. I've had 2 or 3 others, and I always just kind of like got bored with them. But this one, with the frag, I really kind of like it. I might keep it for a while, so we'll see. It is futile to regret spilt milk. My opinion is that both did well. Exchange is not all about value. I would also shorten the pocket catcher. I usually also hollow out the place under the touch. Less irritating when I hold the knife in my... Okay, I see. It's like where your hand goes around the front of the knife. Maybe it's like smoothing it out. Gets a little less stuck on my line when I'm fiddling, when trying or untangling. Oh, he's talking about using his knife for fishing and stuff. See, I don't recognize that terminology very well because I'm not a fisherman, which kind of sucks because I think, fishing is cool. Like, I tried it a few times, but, it's okay. Well, plus I don't have a boat and shit like that. I probably should fish. I live in Florida. Fuck. All right. Who was that? That was Must Tumbo. All right. Kelly O'Neill. My favorite pry bar knife video is your first knife giveaway of the year, the Ganzo Bug Out Killer Awesome Access Lock G10 goodness. Greeting. I bought that Ganzo and did not regret it. I modified it a bit over time and think it... Okay, this is somebody... Oh, Alive and Kicking. Alive and Kicking commenting here on someone else's. That's great. Okay. Guillermo Barbin. I can't read that, man. All right, I'm going to try it. Gilliam Barnaby. Gilliam Barnaby. There we go. I can actually read things. I was thinking, why the hell is he doing all this work on this knife? But then I saw the result of the knife coming out of the the chemicals. Yeah. And wow, I got to say, it is superb. Let's see, what did I say? Oh, really? Because it's fun? Oh, why is he doing all the work on the knife? Because it's fun. Yeah, that's all. It's fun to me. Oh, and this is the last one. The very last comment from Public Use Zero. Sure. Let's go, Brandon. I said that's fair. Man, okay. Dwayne Letterman. He's just too good. So I got to give him something. So he's going to get either first, second, third, something like that. Let's see. We're going to go through these. Okay. All right, you know what? Let's drop out and look at some knives first. And then we'll get back to this. And we will pick the winner. So let's look at some more of these budgies. I like calling the budgets budgies. I don't know why. Just fun. I think my kids do it. I don't know. This is a Stanbic. Look at that. The way they wrote it on the blade. It looks just bad. It's not good. It's not straight on there. I don't even know why they did it that way. It's terrible. But it's a neat handle. G10 with this cool kind of wave pattern. I don't know what you call it, but it's very cool. Now, the ratios are terrible. Blade size is like this. It's like an X-Acto knife with a long handle. It's weird. And the lock bar is a little sharp, but it works. Kind of quiet on the drop, but really neat. You can thumb open. Fairly heavy. You can replace this very long pocket clip with one from, I think, a Benchmade. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a Benchmade clip, not a Spyderco. I think. Let's look at that Spyderco and see. Yeah, different pattern. I think it's a Benchmade clip. Ooh, I got a fake Benchmade here. Let's see if it has the right kind of clip. This is a fun one. This is a fun little cheapo. No, that's totally different. Oh, no, maybe it's... No. Just for the hell of it, let's see if the Benchy clip fits on the other guy. Here, let's hold the two clips up together. That's how we'll see. Is it interchangeable? Yes, it is. So, you can put Benchy clips on this, what's it called? Stanbic. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, I don't know if this one will, I think this one would fit. It wouldn't fit exactly right. You'd have to get some maybe a little bit longer screws because this doesn't sit down in that little cutout. But some Benchmade pocket clips do have that little, are set down in like this one. So that's a thing you can do. I should probably put some of these back on so I don't lose the ball. I'll probably just go ahead and put this one back on. Let's see if there is a Benchmade carbon fiber clip that would fit this guy. And maybe we'll just buy it right now. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe even on Amazon. Yeah, let's check Amazon and see if we have a pocket clip that you could replace this long, ugly metal one with. So we're searching on Amazon for a Benchmade pocket clip. Let's see if maybe we can find a nice one. Okay, that's kind of similar to the one that's already on there. So that deep care. Oh, there you go. Okay, that style I think is the right style. Yeah. So, but that one looks just as long as the one that's on there. Looks a little nicer though. Kind of cool looking. Okay, that's another bent backwards deep carry. Okay, that's kind of more what I was looking for. So 2-pack carbon fiber pocket clips for Benchmade bug out, $16. That's not bad. So we'll grab this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and block that out where I just put my address on the thing, and I'm going to go ahead and buy it. So we're all set. We got a cool carbon fiber pocket clip coming for this guy, and then it will basically be like this guy with a hopefully the right size pocket clip, although I hope I didn't just order 2 more of these. Well, if I did, I'll figure it out and make it work somehow. Anyway, all right, so we'll put this budget Stanbic down. We'll give him a full review later. Let's see, what do we got laying around here that's worth mentioning? Clones. What do we think about clones? I'm not a big fan of clones. I don't love them, especially if they have the name. Like if this said Benchmade, I probably would just chuck it or something because it was super cheap anyway. I don't really want... It's a weird thing. You don't want to be like, oh, here's my knives, and even have a fake Benchmade sitting there and have people go, oh, you're trying to show off like you have a Benchmade, but it's not real. Even if you didn't really mean it to be that way, you're going to look like kind of a I don't know, like a tool. So this fake one, at least it's obviously not a real Benchmade. So I'm not trying to pass it off as a Benchmade, that's for sure. But it's also a clone, and, you know, is it kind of stealing money from Benchmade? Yeah, I don't really think so. I don't think people who buy, you know, $15, $20 clones, I think it was literally $16.99 or something, I don't think they are going to be actually buying the $150 real bug out, mini bug out, whatever the hell it is. Boy, not super sharp. I mean, part of it is kind of sharp, but okay. Yeah, it's kind of sharp, but it's got definitely some hiccups in it for being brand new, unused. I just bought it to be like a size comparison for small knives. I thought it'd be, I don't really want to buy a $150 bug out, mini bug out to have it around for size comparison, but I thought it would be good for that. Okay, let's get the clip back on. There we go. Good as new, good as a Benchmade, with cheaper steel. Obviously, it's probably like 7CR or something. Okay. We got the Monocala that we're giving away. And then we got this weird thing that I got super cheap on eBay. The Hunt Down. I love weird knives like this, man. It's so much fun. The weird Hunt Down. Like I got it for, I don't know, 20 bucks or something. Supposedly used, but man, the thing looks brand new, so I don't know. I feel like I want to grind this part down because it's so weird and fat right through here. If I grinded it down kind of like that, would it be better? I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think on that one. Kershaw. Man, I've had Kershaws forever. Like one of my first decent knives was a Kershaw. I've had this one. I've had a version of this one. Okay. I had this model a long time ago, like way early. I think I bought it at a pawn shop or something for like 15 bucks, maybe 20. And it was pretty nice. It's like almost a full-size knife, pretty much. And it's a button lock, but it's a weird button lock. So you can't just close it all the way with the button. As soon as you press that button in, you're actually pushing in the lock bar on the other side. It's like a liner lock. So you're pressing the liner lock over. But the whole button assembly is in the way of the blade then. So then the blade can only close to here. You can't go past there when you're pressing the button. Then you release the button to let it go the rest of the way. So, and you can't open it with the button, you just open it with the thumb studs. So you can press the button and then fold it to there. Then you release the button and get it the rest of the way. So it's kind of a cool knife for like kids maybe, because they could use the button lock and not have to get their fingers in the way of a liner lock. And it's also not going to close on you rapidly like some button locks do. Let's see, do we have a button lock here? Like this guy could definitely close on your fingers if you screwed up and pressed the button, whipped it. It's going to come down your fingers, you know. But this guy can't do that. So it's kind of it's called the Kershaw thistle. It's a thistle. So pretty neat knife for maybe the new knife person. So think about that. And I have one. So if you want it, you could get it off me cheap. I actually bought it for my wife's nephew and niece for their like first knives. But then I found out, oh no, they didn't want small ones like this size, not this size. So I just have it laying around. So if you need a knife that's kind of a safety knife for kids, or bigger kids, not for real little kids, since it is like a 3 1/4 inch blade. Yeah, you can have this one for real cheap. What else we got here? This guy was not a budget knife, and it still isn't. But it's still kind of a budget knife. It's a CJRB. It's a Scoria. And it should kind of be a budget knife. It should be about 50 to 60 bucks, but I think it's like 70 to 80 bucks, which is too much, really. It's ARPM9, so it's they're cheaper steel. Now it has a titanium clip, so that's cool. I think it has a titanium pivot collar, so that's nice. It's really nicely made, very thin. So if you like that kind of thin, narrows type knife, it's good for that. I've polished this one up a little bit, so it kind of has shows the grain of the G10 a little bit. It's kind of neat. Kind of a gentleman carry, very thin, very light. But also, a full-size knife. It's almost 3.5 inches, I think. So, very cool knife, but a little over the budget area. So we're going to get it out of here. Now, this one is interesting. Got this a long time ago. And it's a ceramic blade. I think it was like 40, 50 bucks, something like that. It's a Colt. So I think it's a budget. I think it counts as a budget. They have them under the name Cool Hand. So if you look up Cool Hand ceramic, you'll find the same knife. It'll just say Cool Hand there instead of Colt. And I think they're even cheaper, maybe 30 bucks, 35, I don't know, 40 maybe. But real carbon fiber. It's pretty decent looking carbon fiber. It's not bad. And it has a liner, a steel liner on one side. So very little metal in this whole knife. Just one side of a liner. So I use it for when I'm going into theme parks, just so I can have a little knife to carry, to cut things, whatever needs to happen. And it gets past the metal detectors. I've never had it beep one so far. I'm not saying it never could, but most of those metal detectors are made to detect a firearm. So they're made to detect fairly large, thick steel that's going to mess with it's a magnetic field that gets a bump in it whenever there's a large chunk of metal in the field. So a small chunk of metal like keys, like jewelry, stuff like that usually doesn't make them set them off at a theme park. They have them set typically to where they don't get set off by small bits of metal. So you can usually get in with something like this. The blade's not metal. There's a couple of screws in it that are metal, and just that one liner that's under this part. So it's my theme park knife. It's a nice one. Very fun. Stay sharp. And let's see. Will it cut paper? I've used it a lot. I've had it for years. So I don't know if it's going to cut paper. Yeah, look at that shit. It definitely has a couple little chips in the blade, probably, from cutting things it probably shouldn't have cut. Let's see. Can I feel any chips? Yeah, a couple little chips. Because it's ceramic. It's not meant for hard duty. It's meant for duty. It's not meant for rough use. It's meant for opening packages, cutting open the lightsaber box for your kid when he buys a lightsaber in the downtown Disney or whatever. So it's great for that. I got this one a little while ago. If you saw the video for it, man, that sounds nice. It's got a nice clanky sound. Doesn't work so much. It's funny. It clanks sometimes, but not all the time. It's a Purwin. It kind of reminds me of this guy a little bit with the weird, just big giant name on them. They just make up names. They just put them on there. I don't know. Purwin. So it's a Purwin button lock. Pretty nicely made. I don't know if it's a clone of something. It kind of looks a little bit like a couple of other knives, but yeah, I don't know if it's a clone. If it's a clone, let me know, because I don't know. But it's really neat. Now, it has developed a little bit of play. A little bit of, what do you call it? Blade wobble, I guess. It's front to back. Anyway, great fun knife. D2 steel, supposedly. I've cut a few things with it, and it's staying fairly sharp. So, not bad. Very fun. Very fidgety. Cool knife. let's see. We got a couple of things I'm going to talk about that I modded. We can talk about this guy. I forget what the name of this damn thing is. I'll put it up here. Pretty fun, man, and really kind of neat. At least I think it's real. Damascus. Pretty sure it's real. It's kind of like the stuff that Civivi uses, so they might get it from the same factory or whatever. But definitely fun. It's held an edge fairly well so far. Let's see. Yeah, definitely pretty sharp. It's got a fuller, reverse flick. Definitely a fun little knife. All right, let's get back to that knife giveaway, and we will see who's going to win the knife. Maybe we'll come back and talk about the rest of these after that. All right, first, let's get Dwayne Letterman out of the way. The guy is too good, so I'm just going to give him a knife that we haven't even talked about yet. So he's getting this Kurzman, which I don't think I've reviewed yet. Have I reviewed it? I don't remember. But I will review it real quick before I send it out. So it might take a couple days before I send it out. But the Kurzman is going to Dwayne Letterman. We're going to call it third place, even though I said I was limited to 2 places. He's just too good, so he's got to get something. I don't know why, but the Kurzman reminds me of Dwayne Letterman. So that's what he gets. All right, now, who do we got for second place? El Cap Addicts. Man, that's really good. I like poems, man. You got to give me a good poem. Does El Cap Addict win second with this poem? I don't know. Let me think here. Let's Go Brandon. I don't think Let's Go Brandon can win anything because I try to get all political, so, I'm not a big fan of Brandon, but I'm not going to do Let's Go Brandon shit and give anybody a prize for that. The handle fell off. That was great. Fookdoosle. The Dukes of Hazzard comment is good. Maybe Fookdoosle. Man, I don't know. I don't know who to give it to. There's USB Penguin. See, when people say that they customize their own knives, that makes me want to give them something for sure. Oh, Beefy Baron. Beefer Baron. Sounding good. I like that one too. Okay, try modding. Yep, that's always good. All kinds of brand. I think I like poems enough to where I think the poem is going to win second place, I think. Okay, so I got to actually write this down. So I'm writing this down. Dwayne Letterman, PL, third place, and he's getting the Kurzman. Okay, and then I think for second place, we're going to do an El Cap Addict. But he has to tell me what El Cap is and why he's an addicted to it. A little edit update. I was just informed that El Cap, I did know that was a mountain, but I didn't assume that he actually climbed the mountain so much he was addicted to it. And that is actually what it is. So he used to climb El Cap all the time when he was younger, and that's where the name came from, because he was always up on there. And he gets the Civivi Brazen. And then who gets first place? Mike Carter Melee. That's funny. That's good. Dope ass knife. Well, I like Sergio here because it's just a fun video. It's a fun video when you're singing along with your neighbor's karaoke craziness. Man, that's close. I'm thinking about that one. You know what? B for Baron. I don't know if he's won before, but I really like how he got into it, and and complimented how I still like all the knives and stuff like that. So I think I'm giving it to B for Baron. Okay. Hopefully he hasn't won before. I feel like maybe he has, but whatever. The good guys seem to do well every time. So B for Baron. B for gets the kit, sharpening kit, and the anodized knife. Kit and knife. Okay, that's it, man. I'm so proud of all you guys for, can you hear my, this is not a knife, this is a pen. I'm actually like writing things because I don't have technology to actually type in the winners. I'm proud of all you guys for putting up good posts and talking about other videos that you liked and shit like that. And I got a good job here. It's a fun job. It's not really a job. It doesn't pay anything, so it's not a job, but it's a fun thing that I do. And I really appreciate all you guys commenting. So, B for Baron, first prize. Dwayne Letterman. Oh, wait, no, he's third. El Cap Addict, second place. And then Dan, sorry. And then Dwayne Letterman, third place. That's it. Congrats to everybody, and have a great new year and a nice day.